In many Native American legends, a skinwalker, or skinwalker, is a person with a supernatural ability to turn into any creature they desire. To be able to transform, legend sometimes requires that the skinwalker wears a pelt of the animal. In most cases, this pelt is not used in modern times because it is an obvious sign of them being skinwalkers. It's a common theme found throughout cultures all over the world and is referred to as shapeshifting by anthropologists. These creatures are cited interestingly a lot nowadays. Many Native Americans dislike the fact that skinwalkers appear in modern media because of the superstition that mentioning them might cause them to hunt the mentioning person down. This is the same reason why they don't like talking about them with not natives. The Navajo have some of the most well-documented, and arguably some of the most interesting lore surrounding skinwalkers. The Antianii, practitioners of witchery, are people who have received supernatural power by breaking a cultural taboo. Upon initiation of Antianii, a person is said to gain the power to become a Yi-Nald-Lushi, which means with it, he goes on all fours in the Navajo language. This is done via a dance/song ceremony used to curse instead of to heal. Although both men and women can become Antianii, men are more commonly initiated. It is generally thought that only childless women can become witches. Not every witch is a skinwalker, but every skinwalker is a witch. In some stories, people who have attained the highest rank are called Kliziati, which means pure evil. This can be achieved by killing a close blood relative, incest, necrophilia, or other culturally taboo and evil acts. Upon completing one or more of these acts is said to destroy their humanity and allow them to become fully initiated in the way of witchery. Although a skinwalker is most frequently seen as a coyote, wolf, fox, eagle, owl, or crow, the Yi-Nald-Lushi is said to have the power to assume the form of any animal they choose as a decision based on what specific abilities are needed. For example, a skinwalker may use a bird form for expedient travel in pursuit, escape, or otherwise. Some Navajo also believe that skinwalkers have the ability to steal the face of a person. Skinwalkers are commonly believed to be the color white while in animal form. This is how many distinguish a skinwalker in animal form from a regular animal. The Navajo believe that if you ever lock eyes with a skinwalker, they can absorb themselves into your body. Alternately, some Navajos believe that if you make eye contact with a skinwalker, your body will freeze up with fear, and the skinwalker will use that fear to gain power and energy. Skinwalkers, like many other malevolent legends, gain power from a victim's fear. It is said that to say skinwalker out loud will attract them to you, as if you've been marked. To say their name aloud is to invite them to yourself. Skinwalkers are usually very hairy in their human form, and often wear animal pelts. Some Navajos describe them as a perfect version of the animal in question. The skin may just be a mask, which are the only garments worn in the initiation ritual. Since skinwalkers are shunned and despised, numerous attempts have been made to hunt and kill a skinwalker. They are not usually successful, however. Sometimes a skinwalker will be tracked down, only to lead to the house of the tracker, or someone known by him. As in European werewolf lore, a human form will keep any injuries sustained during animal form, which is sometimes a good way to find a skinwalker hiding in your village. It is said that if a Navajo was to know the person behind the skinwalker, they had to pronounce the full name, and about 3 days later that person would either get sick or die for the wrong that they have committed. It was also believed to kill a skinwalker in animal form was to shot in the neck with bullets dipped in white ash. Some say skinwalkers can have the power to read humans' thoughts. They also possess the ability to make any human or animal noise they choose, regardless of their current form. A skinwalker may use the voice of a relative or the cry of an infant to lure victims out of the safety of their homes, since a skinwalker cannot enter an inhabited home without invitation, similar to vampires. The Yi-Nald-Lushi can be spotted and singled out from other people because their eyes glow like an animal's, sometimes even more so, even in human form. In animal form they can be spotted by moving stiffly and unnaturally, or acting strangely. Skinwalkers use spells and charms to instill fear and control in their victims. Some of the tools at their disposal include fragments of human bone launched by blowguns, which can poison and kill the unfortunate victim, and human bone dust, which can cause paralysis and heart failure. Skinwalkers have been known to find traces of their victim's hair, wrap it around a pot shard, and place it into a tarantula hole. Even live rattlesnakes are known to be used as charms by the skinwalker. A skinwalker can use anything of personal belongs and use in ceremonial rituals against the person they are doing evil against. Skinwalkers use a powder called corpse dust, also known as corpse poison, corpse powder, and to poison victims. Corpse dust is composed of ground infant bones, often twin infants, specifically bones from the fingertips and back of the skull. The Yi Nald Lushi blow it into the faces of their victims, or down the chimney of the victim's home. Soon after the victim breathes the dust, the tongue starts to swell and blacken, they undergo convulsions and die not long after. Some medicine men were said to be so in tune with the flow of nature that they would often take the form of a sacred totem animal. Totem animals are kind, gentle animals that have grown on humans so much they acquire a sacredness and are honored with dances, music and artwork. These men are not to be confused with Yi Nald Lushi, however. Medicine men practice healing, blessings, and the removal of curses, whereas a skinwalker seeks to harm humans, lay curses, and practice evil whenever possible.